What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine, Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.
And yes, it does. Hang on one second. I'm clicking links. All right. Just so I can show you guys like what's going on here. Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. Welcome to Friday. Thank God it's Friday. You know what that means, don't you? That means tomorrow is Saturday, which is always a good day. Every day is really a good day if you think about it. Hang on one second. Let me click. Here we go. All right. Lower that. Open this. There we go. All right. Okay, guys and gals, I want to share a screen real quick and let you guys know exactly what's going on here. We got Lux. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. We have Luxembourg Sovereign Wealth Fund becomes the first Eurozone state to invest in the Bitcoin economy. Now, guys, European is actually a large area. When you're actually talking about Europe, you're really talking about London all the way over to China. It's a big area. It's a very, very big area with a lot of countries, a lot of resources, and right now a lot of trouble. Because right now a lot of the trouble they're having is their currencies, especially their bonds. Now, as you guys know, we are very, very big in El Salvador. We have our hotel, we have our credit union, and our capital company, which, by the way, I'm going to save an announcement for when it's appropriate to announce, but we are going to be working with members of the El Salvadorian government on some announcements here soon. That's just a little hint on what's going on. And there's so much going on. This organization has absolutely taken off. Guys, and I was just watching a press, or no, not really a press conference, more of an interview of the Treasury Secretary of the United States. And he was basically saying the future is credit unions. Wait. Local and community banks are the future of credit unions, or are the future of banking? Huh. Oh, for those of you who haven't heard, there was a big, I think it's an auto loan company. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, could you put the name over in the chat? There's an auto loan company that basically wasn't really able to pay $2.5 billion yesterday. Can anyone say Lehman? Not looking good, guys. We're at a place where the old system is literally collapsing. But you look at the market, you look at Bitcoin, you look at gold, you look at silver, you look at all of these, as I call them, emergency assets. You look at them and you realize, damn, why is gold and the Bitcoin going up so quickly? Why is silver over $50? Guys, do you know what they had to do the last time that silver went over $50 or near the $50 mark? They basically had to screw all of the silver holders, and they threw a bunch of derivatives at it and they shorted it. That's how they try to control these, is they try and use shorts. Well, the shorts, we're reaching a point where the shorts have to be about 9 or 10 times larger than the underlying asset. That is the future. That's where they're in deep trouble, and they know it. And we're seeing all of the cracks in the old system, because that's exactly what gold, silver, cryptos, Bitcoin, that's what they are. They're warning signs for the system. All right, let's think about this, guys. 1 ounce of gold. If you don't know how much 1 ounce of gold is, it ain't much. 1 ounce of gold is $4,000. Let's let that sink in. $4,000 for 1 ounce of gold. 1 ounce of silver is $50. One of the Bitcoin is 124, whatever it is right now, $124,000 per 1 Bitcoin. And you look at that and go, why is silver only at 50, and why is gold only at 4,000? I can tell you easily. Tell me exactly how many ounces of gold exist right now. You can't. No one can. Tell me how many ounces of silver exist right now. You can't. I can tell you exactly how many actual Bitcoin exist this very second. Now, how do you value something if you don't know how many exist? Let me explain this simply. let's say, oh, here we go. Let's say I am looking at my Red Bull and I think to myself, oh, wonder how many Red Bulls I have in my refrigerator. If I walk over there right now and there's 100 of them in there, and I look and I go, ooh, I got 100 Red Bulls. All right. How am I going to value whether I need to go to the store? If I have a lot of them in there and I know exactly there's 100, I can allocate my attention whether I need more Red Bull. Now, if I look in there and there's only one left, or none left, or one or two or three, then I can have an appropriate emotional value to that. But if you have no idea, if I sat here and I said, well, I wonder how many Red Bulls I have. If I didn't open the fridge and have an exact number of what I have, how the hell do I choose the emotional value of if I swing by the stove? You don't. You have to have a quantity to have a value. It's, let's say that we don't know how much gold is out there. And even worse, guys, have you seen what is going on with the gold miners? They've ramped up mining. Wait a second. They've ramped up mining. Does that mean that they can produce more gold? Oh, they can. Oh. So you can produce more supply if the demand is higher. This is interesting. Ooh, I want more Bitcoin. Let me run a miner so I can produce more. That's not how it works, guys. We have no matter how many people are shoveling for that Bitcoin, only 3.125 is produced every approximately 10 minutes. It doesn't matter if all of us are mining it at once. It's not going to increase how many are produced. All right, I wrote this here yesterday as I was thinking about how can I use an analogy that would change people's heads on how they think about Bitcoin. All right, let me read this to you. It says, Bitcoin is like buying your dream home brick by brick. You just landed on the new America, and you're walking out into this brand new land, and you have the ability to claim a limited supply of land. So you walk over, you plant your flag, and you say, I'm going to build my house right here in the middle of what I think I will call Manhattan. I'm going to build a house on Manhattan. Now, did those people realize the land value that they were putting their house on? No. They thought it was nice. They thought it was useful. They thought free. Wow, we're free. This is awesome. Oh, Everyone watching on X or on Facebook, please share this. I appreciate it. And please like and subscribe to the channel. I totally forget to say that all the time. So let's look at Manhattan. All right. In the 1600s, Manhattan was like, nothing. But now look at it. Look at the people who claimed the property of Manhattan early on. The early adopters, the early pilgrims, right? That's you guys. That's us. Right? There's so much going on right now, and I can't tell you everything, but let's just say this. One of our executives has a meeting planned for the near future with one of the largest oil companies in the world. Did anyone see the price of oil today? Oil went down. Oil is going down. Oil is losing its ability to hold value. The oil industry has a bunch of oil. A bunch of oil and a bunch of oil areas. They're looking for ways to monetize a product that is losing value in the current use case scenario. This is where oil's going. This is where the energy sector is going. It's going all to Bitcoin. Yes, flare gas for Bitcoin mining. Now, we are going to have conversations with the oil company, and there's going to be things happening in Texas with our company and other I wish I could just say it, but our executives are meeting with their, and I'm not talking low level, with their executives. And this is where this is all going. Now, you guys watching right now, unfortunately, you guys are not hearing all of the calls. You guys are not in the industry. You aren't receiving messages from exchange owners and over the counters. Someone said, you can't tell us, Ben, we're all family here. There's a lot that's behind the scenes that, and I'll just be honest with you guys, they don't want you to know about. They don't. They don't want you guys to see what they're building. I, on the other hand, I want to show you guys everything. So you realize where we're at. We're at the precipice of, guys, there's a reason gold, silver, and Bitcoin is going up. There's a reason silver's $50, gold's $4,000, and the Bitcoin is $120-something thousand. There's a reason for that. Because limited supply. Not just hypothetical limited supply. It's limited supply. And what the energy sector is doing is they are looking at their oil, natural gas, wind and solar, hydro, all of these energy sources, and they need to monetize it somehow. Because, guys, they'll never tell you this, but this is the truth. There's more material available in recycling than there is available in new production. Think about that. We are producing more products out of recycled products than we are creating new products out of petroleum. Let that sink in. That's all I've ever heard was, well, oil's fine, and we make everything out of oil. Everything's recycled. Everything's recycled because they can get it cheaper recycling it than they can actually manufacturing it out of oil and petroleum. So, oh, hang on one second. I gotta grab my smokes. Oh, all right, I'm back. Hey, this is what no one's telling you guys, right? Oil is not as useful as it used to be. This is such huge deal. Because remember, guys, for the last probably 50 or 60 years, oil was our number one commodity. Yeah, here's, all right, all of the DVD cases that we actually bought in the day were recycled. And that, hell, that was like back in the 90s or early 2000 for CD cases were recycled. Where do you think we are now? And this isn't even including AI, guys. AI, I hope everyone realizes what is going to happen with AI. Productivity is going to skyrocket. And everything is going to drop in price. When I say everything, I mean the materials. The material world will drop in price. Now, as that happens, they're going to print a bunch of money. Because remember, the Federal Reserve and the Treasury is literally working against the pressures of the deflation. That's what they're working against. Everyone's like, oh, what's going on with inflation? No. There's a reason. They have a 2%. Well, they have an inflation target. Why do they have an inflation target? Wouldn't it make more sense? Wouldn't it be more awesome for the people if prices dropped? Don't you think wouldn't it be nice if the Federal Reserve or the Treasury said, we're going to aim for 2% deflation next year. We want prices to go down next year. Doesn't that make more sense if their real agenda was helping the American people? Not going to happen, guys. They're going to print money. I mean, look, we just printed $20 billion and sent it over to Argentina. $20 billion. Now, I'm not saying good or bad. What I'm saying is, do you think that the federal government was like, oh, look, here's a cut. Here's $20 billion just laying around. And you know what we'd like to have? We'd love to exchange our 20 billion US dollars for a shitload of Argentinian currency. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think we need any Argentinian currency, since it's basically inflating away. Isn't that kind of interesting? Why we're doing a currency swap with a country that's currency is dropping? Pretty interesting. Now, as everything else slowly drops in price, they're going to ramp up the money printing actually based on assets, land. Guys and gals, every asset that is rare is going to go up in price, because as AI and robotics are implemented, did you see? Do this. Look up Tesla robot Kung Fu. The robots are now performing Kung Fu. This is some Matrix shit. I know Kung Fu. Yes, you do, little robot. You know Kung Fu because you can download it in a millisecond. We've entered such an amazing place. And what I want you guys to realize and recognize is accumulating the Bitcoin. Because, guys, gold and silver, I got nothing against gold and silver. I own silver. I even think I got a little bit of gold. I don't know. I own silver. That they can make more of. That they can dig up. And yes, they literally can make silver out of pure energy. Look it up, Google it. They can't make more. They cannot inflate the inflation rate on the Bitcoin. It's just, they can't do it. It's impossible. So there's only one thing in the world that is limited supply, that is an asset. That's available to everyone. That's the Bitcoin. This is where this is all going, guys. Oh, hang on one second. Word from the sponsor.
Your Bitcoin's sitting idle. Time to make it work. Private Key Capital, the world's first fully Bitcoin-backed financial institution, lets you earn 4% APY on your Bitcoin. Enjoy Bitcoin savings accounts, secure custody, Bitcoin-backed loans, fiat on-off ramps, and exclusive member benefits. This is crypto banking reimagined. Early members get the best rates. Join Private Key Capital today and start earning 4%.
That is our credit union and capital company in El Salvador. Now, mind you, it's available worldwide, but we're headquartered in El Salvador. And next week, I'm blurry again. Oh, hang on, let me move back here. It doesn't see me. I'm blurry. Hell, that's all right. This is as good as I look. Oh, there we go. It's next week. Our executive is meeting with some people from El Salvador, from the government of El Salvador. The reason we are is because we are going to be the first ever in the world crypto credit union that's fully backed with Bitcoin. And El Salvador is where it's going to be at. Have you seen what they're building down there? Hospitals, recreation areas. That president is creating a paradise for his people. That's what he's doing. And that's his job. And more companies. Did you guys know Tether is headquartered in El Salvador? Yeah. Do you think they are going to work with a credit union that's backed by Bitcoin? This is where this is all going, guys and gals. And you guys have the opportunity to actually join this. I know most of you watching this own the Bitcoin. And it's important that you do. What I'm saying is we're still early, guys. We're still early. We are so early in this that just now, oil companies are really starting to look at this and go, that's our exit, because that's what it is for them. They're looking for another product because oil, plastics, petroleums are losing usage. This is huge. The oil and petroleum and a lot of others are moving into the Bitcoin mining, just like us. That's why we're launching our mining company. Because we have all of the relationships. We have them already. So why wouldn't we use our relationships with all of our friends in mining and in Bitcoin and in banking now and in oil? Why wouldn't we launch a mining company that all of our members in our clubs can use? because we are going to own it. And this is the secret of the future of wealth. If you own the industry that the future is actually being used for the whole globe, that's how you build generational wealth. We are all, guys and gals, we're all Rothschilds right now. All of us. What did the Rothschilds do? They accumulated the future asset of value. At that point, it was gold. They accumulated it. And what did they do? They issued a bunch of paper on top of it. Here you go. You give us your gold, we'll give you some paper. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. You guys have an opportunity to accumulate as much friggin' Bitcoin as you can and invest in the companies that are running the future economy. Guys, I've already had calls with friends in Africa who have land in Africa, and they're like, we're going to mine the shit out of Bitcoin. Why? Because this is the first technology where every country can print the money of the future. Think about that. No longer will the Federal Reserve or the European Bank or Bank of International Settlements, they can no longer create a currency that works for all of the people of the world. Why? Because they've lost trust. They've lost the trust of the people. So now the people are moving to a trustless system. And that is the Bitcoin. That's why we have, right? That's why we have all of these billionaires. And let's be honest, some of them are trillionaires that are getting into the Bitcoin. The old system is trying to replicate their old system. But it isn't the technology that they've lost. No one cares about a fast dollar. What they care about is a trusted dollar that isn't going to inflate away. This is the future, guys, because the future world will be built on top of the Bitcoin because it is decentral. It's as if every country, every person, everywhere on the planet had oil, whether they could just mine it. That's what the Bitcoin is. That puts Hawaii on the same level playing field as Texas. Hawaii don't have oil. Hawaii has volcanoes and hydro, but they don't got oil. But now they can produce the same monetary unit that Texas can. A perfect example is El Salvador. El Salvador doesn't have a lot of oil. But what can they do? They can mine Bitcoin. Costa Rica, they can mine a bunch of Bitcoin. You in your house could mine a bunch of Bitcoin. I mean, not a bunch, but you get the point. This is a decentralized money production system where anyone with energy can produce it. That's it. It's fair. It's trustless. This is the future, guys. And the number one future in the world is the Bitcoin. Because wait until AI kicks in. We're off to the races, folks. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful Friday. And if you guys are looking to get a loan or you want to buy some Bitcoin or you want to refinance your house and buy some Bitcoin, we got you. Give us a call, 941-413-8080, and you can get you some Bitcoin. If you want some Bitcoin, I guarantee there's somehow we can get you some. 941-413-8080. Everyone, have a wonderful day and enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine, Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.